everybody. This is not for everybody.
Really?
It's a marketing.
So welcoming.
It's like they did this whole marketing campaign. Probably what this Pizza Capital idea came from was some marketing. How do we reinvent our Connecticut? How do we really drive people to reinvent Nebraska? And there's a whole marketing campaign. Blah 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 blah. Not for everybody. You can look it up.
Not for everybody.
Well, because I think the reason is because where iBanking associates moved to get a backyard and raise their family was too long to fit on that billboard for Connecticut.
God, Jack don't miss, man. Jack
lay off Connecticut.
Man, Connecticut, sit down. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys.
Thank you, James.
That's you.
Pizza Capital, come on. All right, Jack. So we sold 83s in the S&Ps and we bought back 70s?
We sure did. I took one off for a little bit less than that, but that was, we should have just reversed if we're really ranging, but that's not the way we roll.
No, that was a very, very textbook range trade right there.
Absolutely.
That was, felt good. Obi, not going to lie. I see the appeal now.
This question.
Here we go.
Perplexing me. Yoplex. Can we please get a cap on how many combines we can purchase in a week? It's no one's fault but mine. But I'm 300 in the hole. We're looking you up. You gotta. If you are, that's not.
This
right
was
path.
my fault.
We do have systems that will flag an individual.
This was my fault.
We reach out to them and say, hey, going forward, you're no longer able to purchase.
I kept thinking it's going to hit here, the big wop, and then it's going to continue to here.
We'll put you in a focus trader.
And then I added.
Look at this new program.
Then,
it's like one.
You say,
only.
Hell with this.
One.
Because I was already in the hole about
trading came around.
100.
More accounts.
So I added 275 to
the tune of 5 and whatnot. But like you gotta be able to pump the brakes on yourself. If you can't put the brakes on yourself, I don't know. Hopefully you're not.
Talking about brakes on yourself, I didn't put them on myself either.
We never created a prop firm industry to do that.
Let's go short here.
That's where you get your fees. No, it's not in the spirit.
We're going to go short with
hopefully that's not true.
If
it is,
10.
Then I do want to figure out who you are.
Here.
There you go. Thank you, Nick Dolby. Email TopStepTV at TopStep. Let us know who you are. We will 100% help you out.
Great call on that trade, Hogue. All right,
range, man.
We got coming in here.
Print money on range days.
The range held. Here we go. What do we got? Kind of trades that I stay on and just trail. Yeah. All right. Chat's gonna start picking up. Let's see if we start.
Yeah. The new TopStep rules are great to help problem gamblers. We're trying to help people trade more responsibly. I believe that brokerages do this stuff. Well, brokerages never slow. How about this? Brokerages never slow. TD Ameritrade. Before you were TD Ameritrade, you were Ameritrade. I used to drop $30,000 checks off at you to the tune of 90,000 real dollars. What was I, 18, 19, 20? You're like at a vending company. Wasn't a rich dad or anything like that. But they never stopped me. They never asked where it came from. They never asked how I was doing. They never pumped the brakes. There's no Gamblers Anonymous. Hey, I think you got a problem. I think in trading, just like in anything that has big upside, there's a lot of people come into it for get rich quick or short-term gains or whatever, shortcuts and whatnot. And then you can find yourself in a bad spot. You see with FanDuel, DraftKings, they have, hey, bet responsibly. And then they have limits so you can put limits on yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Checks and balances for sure. What else you got in here? MPYY says, I appreciate what you're doing. Absolutely.
I never had a clearing firm reach out to me and say, hey, what the heck are you doing? Slow down.
No kidding.
Never.
No, that doesn't exist.
Trade more. Want the commission.
Size. Mm-hmm. Yep. You understand. Exchanges like the volume. So.
No, I get it. And it's also a free market. Like you got to also markets are capitalism at its finest. Like go in there and here you can play. I just think if you're a funding opportunity is helping develop traders into better traders to trade on your prop account or the altruistic motive of having them go trade on their own personal account better and longer without risking, then I think you should try to have a program that reaches out, helps people pump the brakes. Some people are like, leave me alone. I want to buy 5 of these right now. Okay, all right. I don't know their financial situation and things like that too. So, but in general, I've always been a guy of one. That's why the Focus Trader program is not even a punishment or probation. It's basically saying we're going back to how we used to be. That's how we used to be in this, roaming the pasture, so to speak. Free range isn't really helping you out, and that's how we determine it here on TopStep. You can go anywhere else, and there's a different game that people want to direct you on or put in front of you.
What else we got here?
I saw, how I peruse Wall Street bets. I've seen that sort of like a badge of honor. You can get a letter from certain brokerages if you're really messing up, but it's a lot of money first. We'll see if I sent James one of them.
What is it now? If you blow up?
No, we'll wait. When we have this asset,
right, cool.
I just sent it over, so we'll wait a few seconds.
Okay, sounds good.
So VW Trader said they love the one account only. So you get a one account only. If you're caught hedging, you'll get notified. You keep hedging like this because you can't hedge; it's legal. But if I could get long in one account, short in another, then you'll get put into that funded focused trader program. Just one, and that's for 3 months, at least 3 months. So you can never have more than one account. So one combine, you have to pass it. Now you can bust out that combine in a day and maybe reset it. But then when you pass go to XFA, you can't also have a combine. One account here at TopStep. Prove it with one account to yourself and to us.
Order fill.
You at least on a better track than you were prior on with us.
Here we go, MP. I found the letter here. I had to black out part of it. You can probably guess what the rest of the word. Fidelity sent me an e-letter to know that I am RE something, but you won't be able to read it. But this trader question, they were informing that they made 38 trades last month that were executed and lost $285,000.
Ouch.
Oh, they're sending letters out that do that? My buddy.
What did it say?
It's a long letter, but you got to lose a lot before they will send you an email.
Well, Marv,
thanks, James, for putting that up there.
Are they just reminding you that you lost or anything?
Marv Daly goes, my buddy got a letter. Got a letter from TD Ameritrade some years back. They banned him for and they cited habitual risk. Man, maybe they are doing that now.
Yeah.
You got to get crushed to do it. Yeah, sure.
There's risk departments. What else we got in here? All right. And we absolutely sent letters like that. There you go.
I wish somebody would have done that to me a couple of times.
I mean, you get a phone call on a personal brokerage account. It's called a margin call. So they do reach out.
Yeah, they do reach out.
You ever get a margin call before? Anyone here?
I got one at Iowa State Library on the day S&P, or say the day the market opened back up after September 11th that week that they shut off.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many of those had to go? Jeez, I bet you weren't the only one.
I was avoiding that phone. I was avoiding that phone call until they just liquidated it.
They just did it for you.
18 years old.
Oh no! If you don't answer, it'll just go away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't work like that.
I tried that with the IRS once. That didn't work.
It definitely doesn't work out well. Take a look. Markets are just chilling right now. We got. Well, Eddie, what do we got? We got a speaker coming up in about 3-4 minutes here. We got Bowman.
Bowman should be speaking here, and then we've got that meeting with the UK Prime Minister. I'm trying to sort of pick and see what I can find out of that one. Harker going to be speaking later this afternoon, and that's about all we've got today.
I can't believe they put on the calendar Trump intelligence briefing. They're just giving you his whole schedule now on Financial Juice. Okay. What else do we have here in the chat?
Are you guys grabbing questions?
Yeah,
there will be an email. There will be an email coming in everybody's box here shortly about some of the changes that we're making. I've already expressed them, shared with them here. A more clear path to how you get called up. What size live starting balance up to when called up, and then more emphasis around a daily payout. So that's coming. I can talk about it at some point if you have questions around that one.
Yep. Well, I'm sure people will have. So we'll start collecting some questions in the chat. Some people behind the scenes. Start collecting your questions. Got MP coming on.
Yes.
We'll have some more people from TopStep coming on to answer your questions. Here they come.
Alex, good question. Why would you purchase multiple combines, 5 150Ks, if the max you have in live is 150? Well, to each its own on what you do, but I always look at through one person's lens as far as one account. But if you have 5 accounts, let's use that as an example. All 5 would get up to 30 grand. That's a lot of money. And to be 150 to be called up, but you have to have 5 payouts. 5 payouts in any of your accounts will call all of them up. That's really what it is. So once you're at your 5th payout, they'll call all of them up. So let's just say you're at your 5th payout and you have, and remember your payouts, if you banged it out that well, 30 grand for 5 accounts, kudos to you. You probably have 5 winning days. So you can take 5,000 in 5 accounts. That's 25. You can do it 25 again. So you can be 125 grand in your pocket already, would be in your pocket before you get called up. And then whatever your starting balance is. So you really got to manage yourself at the XFA. If you're a moon shooter, it's going to serve you no benefit. If you're a consistent trader and you put up a good one, but like, why would you want to grow your account bigger? Just keep trading, maybe trade a little lighter, and then get those payouts to 5, and you can park those payouts while you then enter the big leagues with a size 150. Real money that you can take all the way down to 0. I don't like saying that because nobody wants to do that. But that's a lot of room, and you're on a live prop account in the big league.
We don't take payouts. So 5 payouts, you go live, right?
5 payouts, you go live. It's just more clear. I think a lot of that in the background, people don't know different things we look at, and that's when we're like, well, let's just be more clear with that. At least people can then manage their XFA experience better. And really, XFA, just so everybody else too, when you pass a trading combine, you're at the funded level. The funded level is where you take payouts. So XFA, you want to start taking payouts. That's the whole goal of XFA. It's not to also shoot that account up to whatever amount. So these accounts that you guys see at the big board that are like above 400 grand, you won't see those anymore. and that really avoids that moon shooting. You still should be parking. You still have those 5 payouts that you can take of up to $5,000 each. So per account, that's like 25 grand after 5 payouts. So that's why I was coming up with 125. If you had 5 accounts, if you're an extrapolator, that's It also sets us up for the TopStep Trading League that I mentioned this week, where individuals will come into the league. The TopStep Trading League will be meant for live funded traders, and they'll start on 50K up to. Some of the people will be called up because of the 5th payout. They have 28 grand in their account, or 30 grand in an account, or 7 grand in their account. It's still, still taking you up live, so it gives you a better path.
So yeah, the big board's a little different.
Yeah, big board you'll see more balance. You'll see people entering the big board at 50, 100, and 150, and then proving themselves further would be the cream that rises to the crop at the live funded trader prop firm level, which is the whole goal of this whole program since the very beginning. And it's like we're polishing, I call it the end of the rainbow. Everybody wants to get to the funded level. I did too when I was at a prop firm, and I had to do sim. So there'll be more evolution too at the live level. This is like polishing up XFA to get to live. The live, we're going to make it with more benefits. We have this payout club, this whole program that you can, once you're there and you've made a certain amount, you get invites to certain retreats, trader retreats, and this trader hats and things like that, and apparel and all that stuff.
Real quick, Hogue, as we're looking at his markets, we're coming in, or we bounced a little bit looking at the other end of this range in the ES. Do we want to keep playing this range, guys, or
if it ain't broke, right?
Pack it up.
If it ain't broke,
just looking at that, right around 62, then that can pretty severely limit our risk.
So people got some more questions if you want to take. Well, go ahead, Jack. You guys want to take this trade, of course.
In a 50K, you guys can cut me off too if you're taking trades. In a 50K XFA, if I take 5,000 and 5 payouts, I am in live. Boom, that's it. That is correct. You should also manage what you're taking out and when you're taking out, so then you can help yourself be in a better position, both money in your
order
pocket
filled
and account balance. So then on that 5th payout, you'll pretty much get this auto email. Congratulations, welcome to the big leagues. We're processing your 5th payout, and now we are setting up. We need information to set you up on a real money live prop firm account, trading our prop firm capital with the balance. If it's one account, that whatever that number is, that's the balance that starts to be your balance. It is miles bigger than anybody else. Miles.
Yeah.
Like anybody who takes anybody live, I don't know if they seed the account with that or whatever. I think I heard the biggest one was 7,500.
7,500?
400. 7,500.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to name the ones. You can do your own research out there, but there's firms out there. If you go live, if you don't go live, you're in some woozy woo experience. In my opinion, you're not. I think the whole goal of anybody that is in the funding space should be setting that trader up to be a live funded trader with them and trading their capital. Or you call yourself a prop firm. You can't be called a trader in technical terms. If you don't actually trade like real money, that's really trading real money.
Real fills, real execution.
That's an opinion I have, and I think a lot of the team here feels the same thing. So that's why we really want to help get those folks to the live level. Now this is a little more clear path.
All right, MP. All right, we're getting this started a little early. That's fine. All good. Let's bring in Gabe. Let's do the formal announcement. We'll go back to MP. We'll take some questions. We'll roll. We have some. We got our team from Risk coming on too. So let's go to Gabe here. Let's do the official announcements. You guys get the email in a little bit. Gabe, come on in. Let's do this.
Right back. What's going on, you guys? All right. So as MP has expressed, we have some updates coming to our program. There's 3 main ones that we're going to highlight. We're going to provide a little Q&A session at the end for you guys to get any clarity on any questions you might have. But we are updating our program, particularly focused on our live trading program and the path to live. So as MP has expressed, the first major update that we are announcing is we are going to give a clear direction on the threshold that is going to be when you'll get actually called up to live. So at this point, providing that clear path to live, we're looking to have you, after taking 5 payouts in a single XFA, we will call you up to live. Now, the risk team has the ability to call you up sooner if they feel like your trading performance gives you that opportunity to go sooner. But just know that after taking 5 payouts in a single XFA, you are going to get called to live. Now, the second thing that is probably the one where some questions have came up is the starting balance for live. So what you are going to actually get transferred to live with to start with from the XFA stage. So your live starting balance will now be set by your total XFA balances up to 50K, 100K, or 150K, whatever your largest XFA size was. So if you have, 5 XFAs and they're 150K, 150K is the cap that you will get transferred to live with. We remain the largest live real money starting balances in the industry by a lot, as MP has expressed. The third and the final, and probably one of the most exciting things about our live funded stage is that you're going to get the ability to take daily payouts in your live funded after 30 winning days of $200. Now, at this moment, a winning day is considered any day of $200 in profit or more. So that's going to be the threshold, 30 winning days, and you can start to take live daily payouts, and the minimum payout requirement is $125. Now, let me just clarify one major point across these new policy updates is if you currently have an XFA, your existing express funded accounts will not be affected by this new policy change. The only way that you are going to get impacted by these new policy updates is if you are activating a new express funded account. So any past XFAs that are currently open, you're going to stick with the past policy. As soon as you activate a new express funded account, that's when these new policies will take effect, and they will impact all open express funded accounts under your TopStep all profile. Open, but that's what I'm going to kind of stick with for now for the quick summary. I know the guys are going to be in here to talk a little bit more about the details and answer any questions you have. But three main highlight updates to our policy. An email will be going out very shortly, probably in the next 10, 15 minutes. So keep an eye out for that. And we'll be here to answer your questions as well. But thank you, guys. I'm going to toss it to you.
That was good, Gabe.
You, Gabe.
Nice, clear.
Thank you, Gabe. Gabe's very good at that.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do some rapid fire questions. They're coming in hot. MP, ready when you are. I do believe Ben's going to be joining us. So we got some more questions coming your way. All right, let's do it. Will the funds from all XFAs transfer to live or just one?
It's like Gabe mentioned. If you have multiple XFAs, then it takes the aggregate of all that balance, and then it up to whatever the largest XFA you have. So you had a 150K and a bunch of 50Ks, or a bunch of 150Ks and 150. It goes up to the whatever the largest is. Starting will be your starting balance.
Awesome. Okay, got another one coming from Tim. What is the advantage to being live? Why not keep having the XFAs? What is the advantage of being live?
We're a prop firm. We develop traders to get them on to our live account. It's, again, we call it the big leagues. It is the big leagues. It's pro ball. Anybody who never trades live at any point, to me, is just you never trade live. It's not trading. Like personal brokerage account. I've never done a personal brokerage account. I've never been live. That's not professional. So we're trying to help people create this opportunity in their lives that they can become a professional on the side. Alex Frere comes on here, professional skier, aspiring professional trader on the side. It's just so it's. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to go live. If you open up a brokerage account, then you did take yourself live, your own self live. And it's all about getting those live real orders. And in the end, if everybody on the planet of funding space or in general give an opportunity that like nobody could go live, you would have less volatility, or you'd have less liquidity. You would have less action in the markets. You'd have worse price. We're speculators. We're speculating in the market. We're bringing liquidity to the marketplace. So then during volatility, we're absorbing the moves because we're speculating in real. So that all being said, we are part of the industry and helping the industry thrive by giving people a safer journey to start live trading, whether it's with our capital or trading their own, coming through the trading combine, XFA, and getting yourself in a better position. Mindset-wise, strategy-wise, skill-wise, is the prudent thing that we've been doing since 2010.
All right, another question. We got Ben in here. We just go 3-shot. I mean,
Andy goes, if I chew big league chew while I'm trading, does that make me a big leaguer? Well, I would say that to my kid. Yes. Yeah.
The man from Risk Department, top stepper of the month last month, by the way, Ben in the house. What's up, Miss Risk? We just announced the new payout announcement here. So Ben, we're taking questions.
Order filled.
Anything you'd like to say before we take more questions, Ben?
No, I mean, I'm happy to be here. Happy to answer questions. Everything we're doing and rolling out. This program change isn't the only one, that we've announced this year, and we're continuing to push the envelope on, what our program can deliver to our traders and better prepare them to move into the live environment. So excited for this step we're taking, and happy to clear up any confusion there might be about the program.
Got a question here from Adam. What happens to profits above the cap?
They don't. Yeah, go ahead, Ben. It's the same
that's
thing
a
we've
big
been doing, but now it's more clear.
Yeah, it's a great question. Actually, there's a little bit of a nuanced difference and a pretty big positive that I think will affect a lot more traders as well. So, I think it's easiest to use an example. Let's say, right now someone has a 50K account size. They're trading one XFA 50K, and they've generated $55,000 of profit in that account, right? So, and they've maxed out their payouts. It's time to transition, or let's say they've taken 4 payouts, and it's time. They get called up to live. Current state, I should say, prior to today's announcement, that $5,000 that you've made in excess of the profit cap, that would not be transferred to live, right? And then you would take your final payout, and you would be starting your live account with a $45,000 balance, right? If you choose to take that $5,000 payout in the transition, that would come out of the starting balance. With our new program, this change to our program, I should say, if you had that same scenario with $55,000 in account balance, the transition to live, you'd be able to take that last payout, that $5,000 through the transfer to live, and you would be starting with a true $50,000 starting account balance. So that actually, by the numbers, will affect a lot more traders than the account balance, starting account balance cap. And it's a positive change. We're really happy about that. So you'll be able to take a nice cherry on top payout when you transfer to live and start with the full.
But you also want to your mindset really when you're in the express funded account is managing your balance with the 5 payout opportunity. Like really, because like if you're only bringing up 50 because you're in a 50 and you have 55, then along the way as you get to the 50. That in the back of your head, I'm only bringing up 50. So I need to take a payout.
Order filled.
30. If you're at like 40, now I'm at 35. Okay, I'm gonna take another payout. Now I'm at 30. Now I build it up to 45. Okay, I don't want to go over this because when I go over this, but then you also take in a payout. So it's like just manage that. It's just we're trying to get you to manage that better than moon shooting. If people just come in there and just moon shoot, well, the moon shoot's not going to do you anything over the largest account size you have balance because that's the largest you'll get. Even if you have 500,000 in every 5 accounts, you will just get a 150 account. So manage, and pay yourself. The whole goal, again, when you hit XFAs, the opportunity now is there for you to get paid up to $5,000 per payout. And then after 5 payouts, then you get called up.
Ben and Michael, a question from Mike LA. So essentially, you're forcing payouts?
No. Actually, we're doing quite the opposite. Yeah, quite the opposite. You decide when you want to take a payout, but when you get to 5, then you want to say the word forced. We're not. You are invited onto our prop firm, trading our prop firm cap.
All right.
Let's somebody else said there too. Like, I go really quick.
Yeah.
If the firms that don't have live, let's just put it this way. So you want to have security and safety and trust, and that there's going to be longevity here wherever you go. You go to prop firms that have live, because if you don't have live trading, and they don't, there's changes, maybe regulations, blah blah blah. Hey, you got to do this, and then you got to go. Then you're what is it called? Shit up a creek without an oar or something. I don't know.
SOL.
What was that?
SOL. Yeah, I don't know.
I got you. All right, Ben. We got you. I'm really good. Ben, thanks for joining us. This is going to be really great. High Volume says it would be nice if someone would explain the actual process and how much from the beginning all the way to live. Can we do that? Is there a way we can do this succinctly? The process.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably sit here for the rest of the show and set up hypotheticals, because the risk team is evaluating these traders every single day, and everyone has different goals and different methods and different trading strategies. There's so many different variables that lead into how someone might trade their account at TopStep. And we want to give people a wide degree of freedom to do that. So, I mean, a very basic example might be something like, you have 150K account, and you open that up. You're going to start at a $0 account balance, right? And you have to generate profits in that account. Let's say you make $5,000 a day every day for 10 days in a row, right? That would be pretty fantastic trading, over that period of time, you would be eligible for 2 payouts, right? Because you've exceeded the minimum threshold, that $200 threshold to qualify for winning day 5 times, and then another 5 times after that. So you could have taken 2 $5,000 payouts along the way. I will tell you that generally speaking, that is someone who does that in that way is going to end up on the risk team's radar. We have some early identification markers for people that might be able to generate significant profits early on. And we'll be watching that trader, and they may get called up to live before actually hitting that 5 payout mark, because our entire goal is to help get great traders into the live program really as early as possible. Someone that I've come back, I did some digging into our old data of call ups and people who have traded really well. Interestingly, some of the best traders that we've had, some of the people that have sat at the very top of the big board for long periods of time. Rafa, as an example, was our #1 live trader for a very extended amount of time. He started with an account balance of $60,000. He was in a single 150K account, had a starting account balance of 60 grand, and he generated $241,000 in profit over 107 trading days. So this notion that that kind of goes to dispel some of a lot of conversation about copy trading and things like that. Really the focus on a single account, specifically in the live market environment. If you prove yourself as competent and capable, and you can generate good risk-adjusted profits, the risk team is going to open you up. The risk team is going to put more tools in your hand, more risk parameters to allow you to grow. Because once you enter that live environment, we are partners. You're trading the firm's capital, and you are responsible for it. We're trusting you with it, and when you're proving yourself doing well, we're going to continue to put more in your hands and give you the opportunity to take really big bites out of the market. So Rafa is someone that's done that. We can go on and on down the list, but some of those most profitable traders have had really small starting account balances.
Ben and his risk team, and he comes on here on Shoulder Tab. He really shares everything they've seen. So when we were doing this, we're like, it will really help the risk team if we provided more clarity. This is how we're looking at things. This is how we do it. And then we're in the meetings and like, okay, well, let's just provide more clarity. And so he was like, you're going to change into Apex after. No, it's the evolution. And for 15 years, this basically the start of the trading combine has evolved. We used to have a ton of rules. We used to do custom. Like, it's the evolution. We are polishing up how we do things, so we provide you more clarity, the risk team more management. A win then for the ultimate goal of creating a funding industry is to find talent that you can put on a live account and then take a percentage of their profits and join the upside with them, and all that kind of stuff. So there'll be an evolution of this. This is just the evolution of more clarity and more understanding on what happens if you do X, Y, or Z.
Like it. All right, Connor Clark. I really like this question because this is what it's all really about. What is the payout structure of the live account? What is that payout structure like?
Same payout policy. Once you hit the funded level,
no caps. No caps. No.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Thank you. That's the quick and dirty answer is the payout at live. There's no caps. You can take as much as you want on a payout request. You can take up to 100% of your balance. Now, if you take up to 100% of your balance, say, hey, Ben, what if somebody calls and say, hey, I'm going to take 100% of my balance, and then I'm going to go right to the combine. We will have a conversation with you because you, again, that's that partnership. Like, why would you do that, Tom?
Have we seen that before?
You're going to go right back to we can also say we don't really want you to be back in the program then if that's what you're going to do. So just don't take advantage of that loophole, because we'll reach out and say, you're taking 100%, which is totally fine. If you want to walk, you can walk, but we'll see you, 3 months of cool off. Because if you're a good trader, we're not wanting you to start over. Why would you want to? So that's that one. But you get up to 100% of your balance that you can request in the payout. You get there's no cap. So you have 150 grand and you want to take 130, you can take 130, 90, 10, of course. 90 goes to you, 10 goes to the firm. And then, so that's chance.
After 30 winning days, MP, right, Ben? After 30 winning days.
After 30 winning days. At the funded level.
You guys, Steve R. Yes.
At the funded level, when you're at the funded level, that's XFA and live, 30 winning days. And then you've earned the opportunity to start taking daily payouts, or greater than 50% of your account balance can be requested. You earn it after 30 winning days.
And Andre, I heard you ask that question about, has someone done that before? We've had a couple of examples. Really, I think it's an incredible evolution of a trader to watch when they, have generated, let's say, $200,000 or $300,000 of profits. A bulk of which in these examples that I'm citing here, was from the live environment, and then asked to close down their live account and actually open up their own brokerage account, their own personal brokerage account. That has happened. We've had those conversations with people on the risk team. And that's something that, ultimately we encourage. TopStep is an excellent opportunity, especially if you don't have a lot of capital. We don't want people risking, their retirement fund or college savings or anything like that, right? We want to have a low barrier to entry opportunity to come in, trade profitably. And that ultimate evolution, should be having your own personal account, right? Not that you can't continue to trade prop on top of that, but having your own personal brokerage account. There's obviously you keep full profits from that. There's no profit split. There's some tax advantages. So that's the ultimate evolution. Trading someone else's money is definitely an incredible opportunity, and we've seen people say, "Hey, I'm taking some of this money out, opening my account, and I'm going to continue trading in the live account.
Order filled.
So I'm continuing to stay in the prop environment, but I'm also funneling, treating it like a flywheel and creating. I know Dakota's talked about that, generating profits in prop, and then funneling that into some of the options trading or retirement account that he's in. We want people to have TopStep be a really bright spot in their trading journey, but it doesn't have to be the end goal. So that is the case. And what MP was referring to, sometimes there are people that maybe they want to close the account completely and move right back into SIM because for whatever reason they're more comfortable in SIM or just want to reside there. That's not something that we want. If you're profitable, if you're proving yourself, you need to be in the live environment. You need to generate your profits there. And ultimately, that is the best opportunity for it. Again, we can go down the list of examples, but
talk about that funneling. We're hearing more and more of people being like, hey, when I take money out, I push it in my brokerage account. What if TopStep had a really good relationship with a brokerage account in some way, shape, or form? That when you take a payout, a percentage of that, I want to take 50 grand. And I want 20 of it to go to my brokerage account and the rest to go to my personal. That's the evolution. It's going to keep happening because you're getting more people at the end of the rainbow, so to speak, at the funded level with XFA, and then now at the live level. When the live level, these are pro ballers, and you too can become one. You see them all the time. We share them. The folks that have got up here, and then you can have your prop account, and then you can be like Dakota too, that has your personal brokerage account. And then you're managing these accounts, and you can jump to the account. Hey, today I'm going to do a personal brokerage account trade, put that on for the longer term because I can hold overnights, I have margins. On TopStep, I'm day trading, so I want to, I'm typically putting up like a couple grand a day, so I'm going to go back here. That's where I work. I work in my prop account, and I do different things strategy-wise in my personal, maybe a longer term play. That's the trader evolving into a little more savvy and all that kind of stuff. We're trying to set people up with this. This is a stepping stone to that. It's basically quit camping out. Nobody's camping out in XFA. Remember back 3-4 months ago, we're like, hey, we're when you get called up, all your XFAs go to one. That's really helping people focus. Now you get people that are building accounts at that level, and you're like, how do you take them to the next level? And those are some things that we'll be talking about here in the future.
Also, hey, for some clarification, current XFAs are essentially grandfathered in. It's just new XFAs starting effective today.
We grandfather and
and that's an important point of clarification. So it is, if you are, let's call it legacy, have legacy XFAs prior to today's, announcement, those will be treated just as the same that they were, right, until they reach their inevitable conclusion, whether that's getting called up to live, more payouts, MMLL, whatever that is. But importantly, because some people purchase, let's say 5X or 5 accounts, trade them all in sync and copy trade them. Some people, maybe they've started with 2 accounts and then trade those well, generate some profits, take a payout, and then they want to purchase those supplemental free. We do have to have a succinct way of phasing people onto this new program in a way that's fair to everyone. So if you were in that second cohort, let's say you have some open XFAs that are legacy, and you then purchase new XFAs that are on this new agreement, all of the XFAs that you have will apply under this new cap. So just want to be crystal clear about that. We have to have a way to properly transition people into the new program. And so if you have, it really shouldn't be a concern. point out the fact that we're talking about like less than 0.5% of all of the users, at
Right.
TopStep that this would affect to begin with. But if you do that, if you purchase supplemental XFAs after this date, all of the XFAs that you have open would be under that new agreement.
Somebody mentioned in here a couple of times you should have a wallet system. That is
that.
on our
What does that mean,
conversation.
Michael? What is it? What do
I
they
think
mean
it
by
means pull money out, have it sit there, and then send it to wherever you want. I mean, I don't know, Venmo. You have a Venmo wallet, pretty much, I guess. Move money around.
Wow.
I've heard this. I get it. Different ways of where you can send money to and all that kind of stuff. So again, I told you, it's like the evolution. You can't create a prop firm in 2010 like we started and just have all this figured out. You figure it out as you go, and it has to be a win for the trader, the win for the firm, and the win for the industry. And when you get those three going, then that's innovation that's working for everybody. And you got an industry that formed, and you got people that have opportunity that didn't otherwise have it prior. And then you can start doing wallet systems and more moving money to your brokerage account and all that kind of stuff. So,
all right, one more time, AJ. I'm sure we're gonna get repeat questions. People are probably just seeing the email, entering their inbox now, so we're gonna get some repeat questions. We'll catch them up. Ben, question for AJ. So, what is the max cap in an XFA? One more time, Ben. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, it is entirely dependent on the largest account size that you have. So you see that on the screen there. And so again, everyone has different circumstances. Sometimes they mix and match accounts. Let's say you had 2 50K accounts and 3 100K accounts. The largest account size that you have is 100K. And that means the account balance, the starting account balance that you can have in that live account is $100,000. And so all of the account balance from all of those open XFAs is eligible to be transferred into the single live account, but it will be capped at that $100,000 mark.
Thank you, Ben. We got to see this question coming up. You want anything to add there, or we're good? We got another one coming in. Okay, cool. Get this question. All right, maybe for Ben. When I took those 5 payouts, do I still have one more payout when I get transferred to live?
When you take 5 payouts and you still have the transfer.
I'll take this one. Ben, I'll take this one. On your 5th, when you take your 5th payout, you're at 4, and then you go to take your 5th payout. We processed your payout, and then you'll get a notification saying, "Congratulations, welcome to the big leagues."
And they may be asking about that payout through the transfer, right? That payout that you become eligible for in the transfer to live. And yes, that is a supplemental and separate from the 5 payouts.
Very good, very good. One more time, they're going. Yes, this is all about trying to nudge. Are we trying to nudge traders into live funded trade pro ball? Is that that's why I keep saying yes. Are you essentially forcing payouts? No, quite the opposite, actually.
This is just, I mean, guys, it was kind of, I always looked at this too, because we've been doing this business for 15 years. It's the evolution of a new thing. And I've used this before, but like it will move in towards a league. We'll move in towards the league. So if you want to go baseball, nearly 150 years ago, baseball started and it's still innovating, not as fast as NFL, but you see how NFL is innovating. They're changing where they kick off, and it's improving for their purposes, entertainment, to keep fans and blah, blah, blah. For our purposes, to develop and hone you, so then you're trading our firm capital the best we possibly can. We got to look at you. You got to develop. You got all that kind of stuff. We pulled you up, or you go trade your own personal brokerage account because you can move your profit
Order
over
filled.
your personal brokerage account half and half, and now you're just expanding your opportunities. So we're an opportunity platform for you to have that experiential development and growth, that opportunity to then advance, get paid while you're still getting looked at, so to speak, in XFA. And then when you get called up, big leagues, what do you want to do?
Here we go. Oh, just a little clarity. And not 30 consecutive days, right, Ben? Not 30 consecutive days?
No, not consecutive. That's very, very, very difficult to do. It's nearly impossible. So, yeah, 30 days straight would be difficult.
No, it's not. We have hot streaks. We have hot streaks all the time.
Yeah.
Trade all right. Profits on the micros.
Stories from Risk. We need to do a segment like that on TopStep TV, behind the scenes in the Risk department. We'll do that one day. Anyways,
Order filled.
Question from, all right, we're going to start getting some specific hypotheticals. I didn't want to get into these because everyone's got a different case-by-case basis, but here we go. Here's one. What if you have combines on the old dashboard and a combine on the new?
Order filled.
I think they meant new dashboard. Will my monthly rate / price change?
No, you're on your old.
Order filled.
Whatever your old is. Just imagine the new doesn't exist, and when you're on the new, imagine the old that doesn't exist. But if you're on both of them, you're getting whatever charged or whatever you're having to go from one to another. But when you're ready to migrate, pretty much when you're like, hey, I don't have anything on the old, then in 2 weeks ish, I put a date on it, then you'll have a really good opportunity to start anew on this new dashboard with the ability to bank your resets, be able to use those resets for any account you choose. They're banked, they're sitting there, call it a credit. When you reset, it rebuilds your rebuild date. So then, you don't get a reset. You don't reset, and then 2 days later you get a rebuild date. It pushes it out 30 days. So a lot of really cool stuff that we'll talk about in the dashboard conversation. But we'll keep it focused on current stuff here. So new stuff's always having dashboards coming out. These polishing up the end of the rainbow, so to speak, and explaining this one. And then we're going to have more about live in the coming. I mean, I know it's in the pipeline about
Order filled
and all the things that you can get when you're a live funded trader.
I like Connor Clark in the chat. Connor Clark is solely all Connor Clark's questions
filled.
are about the live account trading. So I want to keep focused on that. Connor Clark says, "What if you lose all the money in the live account?"
Then
trading.
Well, I mean, if you lose all of the money in the live account, you would get offboarded. So we do have a process for that, where that account gets offboarded, zeroed with the broker, and then you're able to re-enter the into the program. It sort of depends on how you got there, I guess. There may be a conversation with the risk team depending on how it is that you got to losing that live account. But trading is difficult. Trading futures is hard, and we have people that hit that max loss limit in the live account. On most days, at least one account that's the case. So that's the harsh truth of trading. And again, if it's through like really reckless endangerment of the account, that's a different thing. But if it's just market environment change, struggling, the strategy's not quite hitting, and or you took a large payout and now the account balance is dangerously low and you just lose out, that could be something different. So it's hard to give a blanket answer to that, but I would say it sort of depends on how you got there.
Also, Risk will be working with those live funded traders to try to minimize the chances of that actually happening as well. Risk will be there by your side in the live. One of the benefits here at Top Step, you got direct access to the Risk team. Ben and his team absolutely kick ass around here. What's up, MP?
Somebody asked about faster payouts. When you get to your 30th winning day, do you need faster payouts if you can take daily payouts? Kind of like so. But yeah, faster payouts will always be something we're working on. We're talking about different ways in which we can do pay. We're going to have more payout options. That's definitely in the pipeline coming in before July of more payout options. And then, of course, we always want to get that money that you requested to you as quickly as possible. It gets it off our books. We pay ourselves. We pay you. Everything's good. And then you can move on. So, but daily payouts after you reach your 30th winning day, greater than $200. You can start requesting daily payouts. Greater than 50% of your balance can be requested as well. There's no cap on that payout request of how much you could take, like there is an XFA, which is 5K.
Oh,
order filled.
5 winning days. Or is it that is no longer correct, or
not consecutive? 5 winning days is always payout eligible. You're payout eligible every 5 winning days greater than $200. Does not have to be consecutive.
It's not consecutive. Thank you. All right. Great questions, by the way, chat. We really like these questions. Understanding the why here. We got Ben from Risk. We got MP here also taking some questions. Full transparency around here. This is trying to help the evolution of the industry. Question one more time, Ben. So with just what's going to happen with the excess profits after the cap in the XFA?
So the excess profits beyond the cap would not be transferred to the live environment. So that isn't to say that in the transfer you couldn't take a payout from that excess. I know we talked about that a little bit earlier in the broadcast, but that's an improvement. That's an improvement in this program change that we're really happy about. Is you now have the opportunity to, if you want to take a payout in that transfer to live, you can do so and take from the excess profits that you have, rather than, let's say, current state, or if it were yesterday and you were at that 50K profit cap. If you wanted to take a payout through that transfer to live, that would mean take 5,000 out of the 50K and you have a $45,000 starting balance. Whereas now, if you have $55,000 and your cap is 50K, you can take a $5,000 payout and you would start with $50,000 starting account balance. And really happy about that. That's going to impact many more traders than the absolute cap would be. So happy that that's the case. And we'll continue to clarify on that topic, I'm sure, many more times.
All right, great questions coming in. All right, quick question coming in here. MP, thoughts on a TopStep brokerage?
Well, I talked to you about FMC partnerships. I'll be down in Boca Raton, mouth of the Rat Dre, just so you know.
That's what it means. Correct, Michael. There it is. A little comedic relief. All right, go ahead, Michael.
There you go.
Yes.
With
TopStep brokerage.
some talking to some what's that?
TopStep brokerage and TopStep Bank.
Yes. Oh, TopStep Bank. TopStep brokerage, TopStep Bank. Remember TD Ameritrade? Go TD, their bank, and they went from brokerage to also bank. Guys, this is like the financial like opportunities that are all out there. Like, what are you going to be? You're going to be a prop firm only. You're going to be a bank only. You're going to be all, and then you just see companies start to merge those together. TD Ameritrade did it, things like that. Those are long, hard-fought roads, but very interesting. TopStep brokerage. We're talking to FCMs right now, the brokerages and firms that we're partner with. For some of these ideas that we said, when somebody takes a payout and they take $10,000, we want an opportunity for them to also choose. 9,000 goes to their personal, 1,000 goes to their brokerage. Set that up on auto. You can have auto, stuff. All these different ideas. Maybe it goes to your bank account, and your bank account's TopStep Bank. That's a great idea. I mean, those are options that you have in the financial world. It's just a matter of how you put all the plumbing together behind all those, which is a heavy lift, and then regulatory, which is a heavy lift, and then like how they all talk to each other, which is a heavy lift, and where people are in that journey of they're at the prop firm, or are they at the bank, or they, all that kind of stuff. That's huge, big business, but it could be exciting.
For business.
A couple more questions here. I know we're getting a lot of specifics, hypotheticals. Each one's different. I know, and it's going to be maybe create a little bit more confusion. Again, which is this one? Oh, we just answered that.
I got one. Since I have a funded account, I can no longer make payment requests until I hit 30 winning days of 200 each. No, you can make payout request after every 5 winning days greater than $200. They don't have to be consecutive. When you get to your 30th winning day, then you can start taking daily payouts, like earning your opportunity to
order
start taking
filled
daily payouts.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike,
these markets have I've been watching the markets at the quarter of my.
Markets are moving. I'm going to hope market do something. We'll just ask some lighthearted questions here. Could you see TopStep merging with another prop firm?
I know I've got lots of phone calls with other prop firm CEOs. I think it's really interesting. I look at a lot of the prop firms as other teams. If they really design themselves in a way where they're taking people live, who are you pumping out of your team? Like we got Nick Vertick, who's on here. You got Dakota. You got these Jerome. You got all these ones. These are on the big board, so we're being transparent with you. So these are our players. Where's yours? And that's kind of that could be exciting. Not looking to acquire or anything like that. We're in our own swim lane and focusing on what we're doing. That's going to set our traders up, set the firm up, and just set the longevity of opportunities that we can provide, like I was just talking about.
All right, Ben, this one's coming for you. What's the reason or logic? What's the reason or logic? We're not even talking about the email anymore. What's the reason or logic behind prohibiting hedging on same account?
Prohibiting hedging on the same account. So let's say you're long NQ and short NQ in the same account. I mean, you'd be closing your position. I'm assuming they mean with micros versus mini hedging. Is that the idea?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean we've talked about this a decent amount internally. There's no really good reason to do that. You're just spending more in fees and commissions to achieve the same outcome as you would if you were trading all minis or micros and scaling out of those. So hedging in the same account is not. I don't want to say not a good idea, but unless there isn't a really good reason to do it, I would not recommend someone do that. But it's scaling in and out of trades by a different name, and it's just a more expensive way to do it. So
any type of hedging is getting you'll get almost like an automatic. It's very automatic email. Hey, we noticed this in account 123. You got long 5, account 456. The same time you got account short, you can't do that. And if you do it again, then you're in
the is a different issue. Yeah, doing it across different accounts is a totally separate issue. That's not allowed under.
Well, this takes into effect. It's effective today, correct, Ben?
Yes, effective today.
All new XFAs. Yeah.
Again, previous XFAs, our legacy XFAs,
order filled,
will be quote unquote grandfathered. And what else do we have here? Any questions that are catching your eye here?
Shadow banned MP. Why didn't you allow 20 accounts? Because I think it's ridiculous. I think if you're
good answer
of that mindset, you're not setting your mindset up or your skills or your longevity in the game up very much. If you're looking to extrapolate in that way, it doesn't help you become a better trader. So kudos to
if you're scared of a big P&L, you can just hide the profit and loss. You can put it in ticks or something. I don't know. There's a degree of like not being comfortable with seeing large numbers on the screen. That's something that you got to get over eventually. If you're
order filled,
scale up your trading, like eventually you have.
And I've never liked it because I haven't felt as though it's good. You're not like handing somebody something healthy. You're handing them something that's not healthy for them. And our mission is to turn people who trade into better traders with healthier habits. When you get to that, it's a win for the trader, it's a win for the firm, it's a win for the industry.
All right. Can I trade combines while having a live account?
Say current state, or if it were yesterday and you were at that 50K profit cap, if you wanted to take take a payout through that transfer to live, that would mean take 5,000 out of the 50K and you have a $45,000 starting balance. Whereas now, if you have $55,000 and your cap is 50K, you can take a $5,000 payout and you would start with $50,000 starting account balance. And really happy about that.
Filled.
That's going to impact many more traders than the absolute cap would be. So happy that that's the case, and we'll continue to clarify on that topic, I'm sure, many more times.
What's up with
that? All right, great questions coming in. All right, quick question coming in here. MP, thoughts on a Top Step brokerage?
Well, I talked to you about FMC partnerships. I'll be down in Boca Raton, mouth of the Rat Dre. Just so you know.
That's what it means. Correct, Michael. There it is. A little comedic relief. All right, go ahead, Michael.
There you go.
Yes.
To achieve the same outcome as you would if you were trading all minis or micros and scaling out of those. So hedging in the same account is not, I don't want to say not a good idea, but unless there isn't a really good reason to do it, I would not recommend someone do that. But it's scaling in and out of trades by a different name, and it's just a more expensive way to do it. So
any type of hedging is getting you'll get almost like an automatic. It's very automatic email. Hey, we noticed this in account 123. You got long 5, account 456. The same time you got account short. You can't do that. And if you do it again,
across
then you're in
different
the
accounts is a different issue. Yeah, doing it across different accounts is a totally separate issue. That's not allowed under.
Well, this takes into effect. It's effective today, correct, Ben?
Yes, effective today.
All new XFAs. Yeah.
Again, previous XFAs, our legacy XFAs will be quote unquote grandfathered. And what else do we have here? Any questions that are catching your eye here?
Shadow banned MP. Why didn't you allow 20 accounts? Because I think it's ridiculous. I think if you're
good answer
of that mindset, you're not setting your mindset up or your skills or your longevity in the game up very much. If you're looking to extrapolate in that way, it doesn't help you become a better trader. So kudos to
if you're scared of a big P&L, you can just hide the profit and loss. You can put it in ticks or something. I don't know. There's a degree of like not being comfortable with seeing large numbers on the screen. That's something that you got to get over eventually if you're gonna scale up your trading. Like eventually you have.
And I've never liked it because I haven't felt as though it's good. You're not like handing somebody something healthy. You're handing them something that's not healthy for them. And our mission is to turn people who trade into better traders with healthier habits. When you get to that, it's a win for the trader, it's a win for the firm, it's a win for the industry.
All right. Can I trade combines while having a live account?
Yes. Just no XFAs.
XFAs. What is this? Is anyone going to talk about the forced data fees? My current personal brokerage live data fee is $4 a month for all ES Q, whereas TopStep is going to charge $123 a month. We're not even talking about the email anymore. You want to take MP?
You're a professional at the live level. You're a professional. Yeah. CME. We follow rules, guys. CME, you can't hedge. You can't hedge. You can't be short one account in your brokerage account. It's illegal. Therefore, you can't do it here. What was the other part of this?
Talk about data fees.
Why? Then they charge professional. They charge data fees. We eat them we eat these level 1 for a lot of folks. Level 2, you pay for your own. So if you wanted to level up, I would 1,000%. My recommendation through my experience would be to tell traders to get level 2 data and to get familiar with the book, but to each his own. And then when you become a professional trading other people's capital, there is a professional data fee that gets passed through to you. I mean, you got $150,000 in your account. This is $120 a month. So
that's where that confusion comes from, Andre. I think is just professional versus non-professional data. You can pay for non-professional data and get that very basic data stream. If you're actually a professional account, you have to have professional data from the CME. That is not something that TopStep makes money on. Those fees are passed straight on through to the CME. So that's
not that much
that's
money.
What it costs, and cost of doing business.
$123 is not. I don't want to sound old, but back in my $1,200 a month desk fees.
I had $1,200 a month.
It's never been better. It's never been better to get in the game than right now. It's never been better. Of course,
Jack had like thousands, and you had thousands. Somebody goes in here. Why call it a 50K when it's really a 2K account? We've had that question before. We've always had the position that from the very beginning, it's like a notional value. But now it's up to. If you have a 50K and that's the only one you have, then you will know that you can get up to 50K in your live funded account when you reach that end of the rainbow. If you're just starting and choosing which trading combine you want to enter.
Okay, we talked about this. I like this question. Patient trader. I really like this. I think these new rules and plans are awesome and is good to have clarity. My question is about taking, quote, too many combines. Is there a way a warning can be issued before changes are made?
Yeah, we've never denied anybody for multiple combines. We will reach out
here and spills the beans.
Yeah, I'll make that very clear. We have never denied anybody. Hey, Tom, you've had 45 combines. We're going to deny your payment. You've shown us you could trade. No, we're going to reach out to you, like I said in that example where nobody reached out to me or John Hoagland or anything like that. When you go to put money in a brokerage account telling you to slow down, we reach out to you and say, slow down. And then if we see you, and then if we reach out to you and say slow down, say you're self-suspending, we may say we don't want you to purchase, or we're turning off the ability for you to purchase anything more until you get yourself down to one account. That's our right to do. We're not going to sit here and just watch somebody do anything to themselves that we can't jump in and slow them down to help them with the purpose of helping them. And we have the focused trader program that's in our help center. We can share that link. And that really frames how
that is not something that TopStep makes money on. Those fees are passed straight on through to the CME. So that's
not that much
that's
money.
What it costs, and cost of doing business.
$123 is not. I don't want to sound old, but back in my $1,200 a month desk fees. That's
I had $1,200 a month.
It's never been better. It's never been better to get in the game than right now. It's never been better. Of course,
Jack had like thousands, and you had thousands. Somebody goes in here. Why call it a 50K when it's really a 2K account? We've had that question before. We've always had the position that from the very beginning, it's like a notional value, but now it's up to. If you have a 50K and that's the only one you have, then you will know that you can get up to 50K in your live funded account when you reach that end of the rainbow. If you're just starting and choosing which trading combine you want to enter.
Okay, we talked about this. Okay, I like this question. Patient trader. I really like this. I think these new rules and plans are awesome and it's good to have clarity. My question is about taking, quote, too many combines. Is there a way a warning can be issued before changes are made?
Yeah, we've never denied anybody for
order filled
multiple combines. We will reach out
here and spills the beans.
Yeah, I'll make that very clear. We have never denied anybody. Hey, Tom, you've had 45 combines. We're going to deny your payment. Keep showing us you could trade. No, we're going to reach out to you, like I said in that example where nobody reached out to me or John Hoagland or anything like that. When you go to put money in a brokerage account telling you to slow down, we reach out to you and say slow down. And then if we see you, and then if we reach out to you and say slow down, say you're self-suspending, we may say we don't want you to purchase, or we're turning off the ability for you to purchase anything more until you get yourself down to one account. That's our right to do. We're not going to sit here and just watch somebody do anything to themselves that we can't jump in and slow them down to help them with the purpose of helping them. We have the focused trader program that's in our help center. We can share that link, and that really frames how narrowing your focus can help you become a better trader. And that's what we will do if we see that type of thing, but we never denied payment. So I wouldn't worry about that. I did update Twitter. That's something we've never done. And I took it out of, I go, why are we saying this if we're not, take it out? So that provided more clarity. I updated that Twitter post a couple days ago.
Leslie right with the question I'll go first to Ben. If you get called to live early by TopStep, do you get a chance to take a payout before it moves to live?
Yeah, so part of that transfer to live process, you're going to be eligible for a payout always through that transfer to live. And so, yes, that is the case where, let's say, you traded 15 days, took 2 payouts, and your trading stats just look exceptional. Probably going to call that individual up to live. And through that transfer to live, you don't have to have 5 winning trading days booked on that date that you're transferred. You're going to be eligible for a payout through the transfer to live.
Question from Sun Park. Once you go live, your, quote, next payout is 30 up $200 days. Once you go live, your next payout is after 30 days up 200.
Once you go live, whatever winning days you have. So in this case, 5 of them. The standard path, the clear that we're trying to share here is a clear path. After 5 payouts, you get called up live, and that's 25 winning days at the funded level. Once you have 30 winning days at the funded level, so we're just make it very clean and crisp. 30 winning days at the funded level. Whether you get called up earlier at the 5 or at the 5, because it's not really later. Just trying to provide clarity there. Then you'll be at 25. You just need to get to 30 to start requesting daily payouts. Start requesting more than 50% of your account balance that you can request. No caps on your request amount.
Okay, here's one. I love it. Focus on the live. I love these questions. Everyone's really focused on the live account. They want to know questions more clearly on the live account. Awesome stuff. You guys are seeing it's what it's all about. Going pro ball. Question. Probably a layup here, but Ben, is there a maximum payout from a live account?
No, there's not. We'd love for you to generate $1 million in profit in the live account, and have your 30 winning day policy, daily payouts, and request a $950,000 payout and keep going. We want you to generate and take as much as you possibly can while being reasonable, right? Everyone has different goals. I was going to bring this up towards the end of my time on segment. Happy to keep answering questions, but we have live traders from every different stripe, and what we want to do at TopStep is be a path to a better lifestyle. That means different things to different people. We've got a live trader who's about 45 days away from their 1-year anniversary in their live account. So having been in an account for a full year, and they haven't traded every single day over that period of time, right? They've traded 116 days, but this is Shervin H, by the way. If you happen to be listening, Shervin, just bragging on you for a minute, but the stats look fantastic. It's a 25% winning day percentage. Making 5 for every 1 they're risking, and that translates all the way down their stats. And they're not on the big board. They're not taking down $100,000, $200,000 years, but they're generating some nice cash to supplement their lifestyle, and they're very obviously comfortable keeping the pace that they're keeping. Right, having a $2,000 winning day and having a couple of days that you lose $300 or $400 and just keep chugging along that way. So everyone has different goals, and obviously making a lot of money is something everybody would like to do, but don't feel like you have to shoot for something unlimited just because that potential's out there.
Ben, is that you said Sherman?
Shervin, Shervin.
Got it. Do you build relationships with traders that have been here that long, and your team get to know them, or is there someone that you never talked to?
Well, it sort of depends on the circumstances. We try to build relationships with all of our live traders. We are a global company, and so sometimes there's language barriers. Obviously time differentials, being most of TopStep's located Central Time US. But yes, if that we work around those things. If we have to use a translator, go through email, whatever the case may be. But yeah, we have an open line of communication with all of our live traders, and try to foster that relationship, because I think the best performance comes out when you are in sync with the risk team. The risk team knows what you're looking for. You're trading well. We're working with you to expand risk parameters, and when you're not seeing things well, reeling that back in. That's one of the things that Shervin has done really well. Is hasn't had a great month in February, but is profitable on the year. Is the statistics over that period of time show positive expectancy. So you can sustain a period of losses without losing that live account. And I've got no doubt Shervin's going to hit the 1 year anniversary. Maybe we'll bring some balloons on TV or something for him, because a year in a live account is no small feat. It's very impressive, especially with positive expectancy over that period of time.
Okay, here's some question. Two back. Essentially, we want. Okay, so you just want people to blow up a live account, go pay fees for Combine XFA again, because most people don't have much balance to get transferred to live.
Oh, you're talking about balance transfer to live. Somebody said balance transfer to live. What's the minimum? It's not a minimum. You manage that experience now at the XFA by taking payouts. So if you only have 1,000 and you never take a payout, then nobody's calling you up. And if you have 10,000 and you've taken 2 payouts, nobody's calling you up. And if you have 20 grand and you've taken 3 payouts, nobody's calling you up. I mean, typically, the typical clear path that we're trying to share here. But when you have 5 payouts, then you're basically almost calling yourself up. So that's for you to manage, balance wise and take a payout wise and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so ever come to CME fees? Go ahead, Ben, please.
I was just going to say that feels, it may have just been the read, but it felt like a little bit of a cynical question. There's reasons to be optimistic, and if it means that if you get 5 payouts and your balance is small, everything is relative. But let's say a few $1,000s in that transfer, it's likely that you've been trading pretty small as it is, and that's something we can work with. Like we have infrastructure in place for people that want to trade micros or trade micros exclusively, and everything in between. So there's always going to be a place. If you're trading consistently profitable, even if that's for $100 a day, if you can do that as a net P&L, we'll help you find a way to move to $200 a day if that's what you want to do.
Thank you. All right. We'll get some more questions here. We have talked about the markets in a minute. So let's do a little recap on the markets. Have a drink of water, fellas. You guys are doing absolutely great. Shout out to the chat. You guys are actually asking some very, very thoughtful questions.
Thanks, guys.
There's understanding from both of us. Trust me. We want the best for everyone now. I want to ask you guys about CME live data fees after this. So grab a drink of water. You guys are doing great. Let's do a recap of the markets here. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Looked like we were going to take a dip lower. Buyers did step back in. Last trade, 21,040. We bottomed out 20,896. That was right off the open. After that pending home sales number was a big miss. Let's take a look at ES. ES last trade 59.61, bottomed out at 59.31, so about 30 points off the lows there. Crude just been a holding pattern all day. Gold not much as well. Last trade gold, $2,900, 28.91 last trade there. Nothing really on the tilt. We did have Bowman scheduled this week. I haven't really seen any market movement stuff after that. We got a couple more questions, and we can wrap this up unless there's anything else you guys want to touch on. But we keep talking about the CME data fees, Ben. Data fees, call it what you want. Will TopStep cover those? Short answer, no, but explain why. Because that's not professional trading, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's
it's just our current experience right now. I mean, that's always been.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that. There's a lot of things we're talking about, and that's why you'll see an evolution of this. And I know, Jay, you're not in those conversations, but I am. We're talking about what we can do at the live level to set people up. That's that. Can you move money to your brokerage account? Help them out there. Can you create a bank? We haven't done that one yet. That's a good idea. Help them, earn interest on it. And I don't know. There's a lot of things that you're going to see the live level, the final end of the rainbow, the big leagues. You're going to see the big leagues start to get polished. As we enter TopStep Trading League, that'll be for the big leagues. They'll be invited and flown out to wherever the last 2 teams, and they'll have a coach. And you're going to get all these sweet ass things that's going to put you in the best position to say you're professional. A, we believe in you. B, we're putting real capital behind you. C, you're growing it. What do you want? You want to expand? What do you want to do? So we're talking about all that kind of stuff. So there could be times where we do a lot of different things, but we'll see. As we add different things, we'll share those updates.
A little bit selling coming in here. Markets seem to have woken up. I don't know what's going on. Nothing really of note. Oh man, we really TopStep considering taking pain for covering data fees. Like I said, there's never been a better time to be a prop trader ever.
Time in the world.
Our firm,
to be a prop
we're
pretty into the markets.
Pretty high end boutique prop firm, and we're covering all that. We are our own business. This is our own business. There are fees and costs associated with your business. Seeing a little bit of selling here in the S&P. S&P is down about 16 points in the last couple. Actually, about 14 points in the last couple minutes. Anything else you guys want to touch on? Chat. You guys really came strong today.
I want to grab a couple. Monica goes, can you discuss the due risk management tool specifically if there can be a tool created to exit a trade once a percentage profit is given back? Isn't that the trailing personal daily loss limit?
I think it's
you can exit a trade after a certain amount of profits giving back. It acts just like a trailing stop. It acts, trailing stop. Or on TopStepX, you can enable the trailing personal daily loss limit. So if anything ever pulls back, if I'm up $2,000 and I said, hey, anytime I pull back $1,000 off my high water mark, lock me out for the day or do nothing for the day, just notify me. You can set that. You can set that's not other platforms have that. So that's a benefit.
Okay, anything else in there? What's this one? What's this one here?
Any changes being made? Any changes being made to copy trade? Any changes being made to copy trade lead follower accounts for combines and XFA? I don't know, but no. The quick answer is no, but there's more opportunities that we may be having around that. Copy trading things into your personal brokerage account, copy trading. And I'm not going to get into all of these. We're talking about a lot of cool ideas because we've had these type of questions, feedback shared with us. So on the table of conversation.
All right, what do we got here? Crude. Let's go. Oh, crude. Big pop in crude. Thank you. As I know, we'll probably try to isolate this and bring it back. We can do it isolated second just so we can recap. Obviously, not everyone in the Top Step world is going to be seeing this live right now. Big pop in crude. 30-cent pop here. Just made new high. $70.54. Anything else? Ben.
Somebody else mentioned something about hedging. Guys, it's never, if you're long in NASDAQ, don't ever get short in NASDAQ in a different account or get short in NASDAQ micros. That's hedging. Those are two products that are extremely related in movement, whether it's micros or minis. Just don't do that. Just don't hedge. Just trade. Changing rules every effing week, Steve says. We're going to be changing and innovating and always growing and evolving.
Feels like that.
15 years, you're going to see it. And this is actually this is a benefit. It's more clear. So look at it from a glass half full. I know the industry and things have always been moving. The industry is changing a ton. You'll see more and more change.
Yeah, change is uncomfortable. I think one of the changing trading platforms is like one of the hardest. This is just minor tweaks. So what's going on? I think we're kind of drying up on questions here, MP. Thanks, MP, for everything. Thank you to Ben. Ben, thanks for doing this, man. Really appreciate the clarity. We have someone on from Risk that can answer these questions directly. They know the why behind this stuff. They are talking with the traders all the time throughout. So you guys are talking directly to the people that are implementing this stuff. So it's been very, very valuable. I want to thank you guys for your time. Top Step LFG. This has been received quite positively, I must say. Great questions, good clarity from Michael and Ben. You guys got anything else? Otherwise, we'll take a quick break and do a little recap.
Ben, I do appreciate you being on here. I know how close you are to you're the risk management team over there, and you were instrumental in just helping us provide more clarity on this update and giving people more clear directions. Kind of how you guys been working in the background, anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for helping push this forward, MP. And for those watching who don't see all the behind closed doors conversations about changes to the program and those sorts of things, MP, you're the fiercest advocate for considering the trader first and foremost, and really the business as an afterthought. So yeah, thank you for getting this together, getting across the finish line, and I think we're happy with the final product, and we'll continue to answer questions as they come up. So thanks for having me.
All right, we're going one more final question, Michael. Any promos or fire drills on the way? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's wrap.
Really quickly, when the dashboard comes out, we're gonna be we've paused all that type of stuff to wait for this dashboard that's almost out the door, like in the oven.
What are you hinting at? What are you hinting at? You say,
sign up right now on the dashboard if you get invited, it's 25% off. So there might be something of that nature. We're also hitting the 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. There might be something of that nature. Yeah. No, we just a little patience there.
So sending out signed $100 bills for the 150K subscribers.
Oh wow, yes.
Gentlemen, ladies, everyone behind the scenes, great job to the team getting the chat. We're not done today. This isn't Jim Dalton Day, by the way. We got Dalton coming on in about an hour and 10 minutes. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We got Lunchbox Trading. We're gonna do a little recap with JD and Dolby time for about 10 minutes. Then we're gonna throw it into Lunchbox Trading with Jack and JD. Anyways, that was awesome, fellas. We'll take a little bit of a break, and then from Jonathan Pope. Hey, love you guys. Best prop firm. You got it, man. Anyways, great job. Let's take a mini break, and we'll have a little recap after this. Top Step TV. That was very enjoyable. Let's go.
Oh, it's me and you now. What's up, bud? I think you were surprised to see yourself on camera just now.
See you, fellas.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks, bud. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, y'all have a good rest of the day. See ya.
All right, Hogue, let's talk markets for a few minutes. Let's do a little recap after that nice Q&A. Great job on chat, asking excellent questions. So thank you all. Hogue, you're still on mute. That's okay. Checking in on the... There he is.
Yeah, very good questions. Looking forward to getting back to the markets here.
All right, Hogue, let's recap what we've been doing. So looking at the ES right now, still sort of ranging between weekly kickoff low 59.50 and settlement price 59.70.75. We were sort of carving it up, trading the range just a little while ago. Jack put a couple nice trades on. House counts up a little dough. What's your take going into the end of the day? It's going to start getting real quiet these afternoon hours. This 12 Chicago time to 1 o'clock hour is typically just dead. We try and trade it as much as we can when there's movement, but for the most part, volatility really starts falling off right now. Volume really dries up. Lack of participation in the markets while everybody's out getting lunch and whatnot. So, yeah, let's just take a few minutes and talk about what we're thinking going into the close today.
Well, with PCE tomorrow and the energy that's been expended in these markets today with the huge initial balances at first hour of range, was really kind of looking for this market to find a range and just kind of bounce around inside of it. And it sort of has done that. We've got 59.50 in the S&Ps as the weekly kickoff low. Every time the market's been below that, it keeps getting bought. You know, we had a failed downside auction here on the 25th. That was 2 days ago. Yesterday, the low was put in pretty much there. We looked again below it today. We rejected it. We've been kind of bouncing around it. Not a lot of decision